Let's try to fly upside down. Inverted. Okay. Here we go.
Wow, very smooth.
This plane does have some power for a vertical climb. Really, really nice.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Eric.
And I'm John, and welcome back to John's RC.
And as you can see today, we've got the E-flite Leader 480. John's ready to go. We do have an Admiral 3S 2200 battery in there. We did put, it's a 45 amp ESC. So John, let's just do a quick ground check. Give me ailerons.
Right, left,
All right, give me your rudders.
left, right,
All right, elevators.
up, down.
Okay, quick throttle. All right, John, good luck to you on the maiden, sir.
Alright. According to the reviews, this should be a bit stable, so let me just go over here. Okay, here we go. Taxi. The landing gears look very weak. They don't look sturdy at all. They're shaking and everything. But that was pretty easy to taxi, so taking off. Here we go. Okay. The Leader 480 is in the air.
It's a beautiful takeoff. Very smooth.
Yeah, it looks great too. First half Cuban. Let's try a loop. Okay. Let me try a low pass. The other way, of course. Alright, let's try its roll capabilities. Okay. This is with like 60 or 50% rates because we got this plane for pattern, so I wanted its throws to be a bit smaller. Let's try to fly upside down, inverted. Okay. Here we go.
Wow, very smooth.
This plane does have some power for a vertical climb. Really, really nice. I really like this plane. Wow. Let's try touch and go. Oh, that was a bit rough.
A little bit heavy for a touch and go, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
The landing gears look very weak. Like when you taxi, you can see them like shake. That was an install turn. I put power.
I see you're very comfortable with the plane being inverted, huh?
Yeah. It's a really nice plane. It's very stable. It likes to pitch, or not pitch, but it likes to go down when you do knife edge, so I might have to change the rudder throw just a bit. Alright, let's try a smoother touch and go. I was a bit slow and kind of hit the ground a bit hard. So let me try and come in with some speed. Here we go.
Nice.
How much time do I have? 1 minute and 37 seconds. Okay. So I have some time for a couple more passes and then I'll land. This plane's wings reminds me of the Stinger 2. Not the bottom, but like the top side. It has like that red and blue. Beautiful model.
Very smooth flying, John. Very smooth flying.
Let me try an Immelman turn. I have less than a minute. Alright. Alright, this is gonna be my last maneuver. There we go. Alright, landing!
Nice landing, John.
I don't know what that sound was. Hopefully it wasn't something bad, but... Oh. Did we? Oh yeah, we did. No, the wheel is there, just like...
Oh, yeah.
Alright, now the wheel's gone.
Yeah, looks like you lost one of the,
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Lost bearing.
Let me try to get the wheel. Oh no, okay. Ah, that sucks.
It's okay. We can replace that.
Fixable. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Just back, because I can't taxi anymore. Alright, so that was my main flight on the E-flite Leader 480. It flew very well. I was able to do my maneuvers. It was very stable though, and when I was inverted, it felt like I was right side up, which is always a good sign because, yeah.
We did have one problem though. For some reason, the wheel hub came off the wheel, so the whole thing just came off. So I'm gonna have to, I guess, replace the wheels and put them back on.
I'm
Because
pretty
the,
sure that was from my really heavy, what's it called, touch and go there.
Strange, but excellent flight though, John. You got the plane back in one piece, so very
I
solid.
mean, I guess 2 pieces, but...
Alright guys.
Thanks for tuning in to John's RC, and if you're new to our channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye,
Alright,
guys.
We'll see you at the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye now.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed John's flight video. So now we're back with the plane, and John will talk a little bit more about how he felt about the plane, his feedback during flights, and then I will talk to you guys about the build of the plane. So John, why don't you start?
So when I first took off, I was like, wow, this plane is very stable. I had to do little to no correction to keep this plane in the air. But what I did notice, though, is that the servos weren't as smooth as I wanted them to be. There was always a slight delay, and it did work fine, but there's, of course, other servos that could do the job better. It did also do knife edges okay. I found that whenever I went into the knife edge position, it would always start losing altitude. So I might have to increase the rudder's throw. But yeah, whenever I went into the knife edge, you saw, or you might have saw from the video, I went into the knife edge position and it always started to go down. So it's something you might want to watch out for. And for stall turns, it did stall turns fine, but whenever I went into the hammerhead, I would go up, and then when I used the rudder to actually perform the stall, it would do it, but then it would start banking the opposite direction. And if that happened in a pattern contest, say if I used this for a pattern contest, that would result in me losing points. So that's something you also want to watch out for. But this plane does excel in inverted flying. The inverted flying on this plane is phenomenal. Whenever I went inverted, it felt like this plane was right side up. Other than the fact that it slightly went down, I'd push just a little bit to make the elevator go down, so it still went up. Other than that, it flew fine inverted. And it did its rolls and loops okay, but for the loops, I feel like this motor is a bit underpowered, because whenever I did a loop, I realized that I had to put a bit more elevator than usual for it to actually perform the loop. Because the motor makes the plane not slow or fast, it's just in the middle. So yeah, just know when you're going to do a loop, you have to push elevator a bit harder than usual. You also might have saw from the video is that I did a pretty heavy touch and go, and you might have heard a snap when that happened. And when I actually landed the plane, I found that the actual landing gear broke off. So, here. So basically, if you come a bit closer, it wasn't the bolts that came off loose or anything. It was just the wheel hub that came off. And we did have to replace that. So yeah, as you can see, these wheels are really flimsy. Like when we were doing the initial ground check for it, there was a slight breeze and it was already shaking. If you do a little heavy landing, or you do a heavy touch and go, or something that involves the ground, this might have a chance of breaking. So yeah, my overall score for this plane is a 7 out of 10, because there's things E-flite can fix with this model. So yeah, my dad did build it correctly.
Thanks, John. All right, guys, why don't we talk a little bit about the build? So let's take a look inside the plane. So as you can see, these are the servos that John was talking about. These are E-flite EFL DS076. These are digital servos, 7.6 grams sub-micro. So as you can see, we're using one for the elevator and one for the rudder. And of course, there's two for the ailerons underneath the wing. For me, we chose a servo because they were inexpensive, and plus they actually fit the slot perfectly, so I didn't see any disadvantage to them. I've never actually used this brand of servo, so now I know, according to John, it is not as fast as he needs it to be. I'll keep that in mind for the next purchase. We are using a 45 amp ESC, okay, and this is I believe a ZTW Mantis. We got this one from Motion RC, and it does come with an XT60 connector, and that's why we're using the Admiral 3S 2200 battery, which also comes with an XT60 connector. We are using an AR620 for our receiver, okay, and then for the prop, this is a 12x6E prop, and this is the recommended prop. I do have the cowling on, so I'll show you guys a picture of the motor. This is a Park 480 motor, and this was the recommended motor for this plane. We did have to fix the wheel, so as you can see, we do have a new landing gear set for it. Now, what's interesting is, you know, I believe on Horizon Hobby site, I think they sold the wheels for about $10.99, or you can buy the entire hardware package, the Leader 480 hardware package, and I believe this was $12. So I think it was $10.99 for the wheels, or $11.99 for the hardware package. So for $1 more, you get, you know, all of the original screws that came with it, all of the control horns that came with it, all of the bolts. So, you know, I thought that this was just a better bargain. I'm not really sure why these wheels were, you know, cracked. You know, as John was mentioning, it's not that the bolt got loose. It's the actual wheel hub itself. It just cracked under pressure. And then that's what made the, you know, the wheels just spin off. But again, you know, the hardware bag for, I believe it was what, $12.99? I keep saying, is it 12 or?
I think it was $11.99.
$11.99. You got the entire hardware package. The other thing I wanted to show you guys was this little dude, the pilot, did not come with the actual plane. This is an optional purchase, and unfortunately, if you can see from the flight video, he was missing. That's because we bought him from eBay, and we were hoping that he would come in at the same time that the actual plane did, but he actually came in about a week later after the, you know, after we finished the video, the flight video for the build. So, but there he is. So he looks pretty cool. This build, by the way, if you guys are into foamies and you're trying to transition over into an ARF-based balsa wood plane, honestly, I think this is the way to go. This was such an easy build. Okay, just like all ARF builds, you basically start off with, you know, mounting the ailerons, and you do need CA hinges for that. So the good news is the plane does come with its own CA hinges, so that's how you attach the ailerons. Okay, then you go ahead and put in your servos for the ailerons, and then you connect the servo control horns. And this one does have this little easy quick link connector, so that way you can adjust the you know, the wire up and down to get this thing straightened. Then after that, you basically, you know, you bolt on the wings, and the wings basically, there's a spar in the middle, and then there's 4 bolts. There's if you come over here, you can see there's 2 bolts right there, and then there's 2 bolts over there on the other side, and that's what's holding the wing in place. And then if you come over here on the tail side, so you do have to glue in, you know, the vertical stab, and you do have to glue in the horizontal stab. And then the same way with this, there's also you know, CA hinges over here. There's also CA hinges over there. It's the same process. So the same thing that you did with the ailerons, you basically have to repeat it for the elevator and for the rudder. But, you know, otherwise, this was such an easy build. And, you know, the thing that John was worried about was these wheels. And if you look at the wheels, see how they're attached on. It's basically just this thin wire, and they're basically being held on by, you know, by these 4 screws. And that's why they look a little bit flimsy. It's not like one of those solid steel, you know, wheel landing gears. But they do the job. I mean, the plane was meant to be lightweight, you know, so it was okay. But John, you know, he likes heavy duty weight, so just in case he has somewhat of a not so perfect landing, or in this case touch and goes. But otherwise, I think it was a really simple build. So if you guys want to get into an ARF type build, I recommend you know, starting with this one. All right, so I think that pretty much covers everything we needed to say about the plane. If you guys have any other questions about the plane, please definitely leave us a comment. So John, any other final words?
No, I think we're good.
All right, sir. So
Alright, so thanks for tuning in to John's RC, and if you're new to our channel, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also check out our Instagram at John's RC, and we'll see you in the next video.
all right,
Bye,
guys. We'll see you at the next video. Have a good day now. Bye now.